On August 12, 1985, Japan Airlines Flight 123, a Boeing 747 carrying 524 people, stood at Tokyo's Haneda Airport, ready for a short flight to Osaka. It was the busy Obon holiday, with 509 passengers and 15 crew aboard. The experienced cockpit team included Captain Masami Takahama, 49, with 12,000 hours, First Officer Yutaka Sasaki, 39, with 3,900 hours, and Flight Engineer Hiroshi Fukuda, 46. This was the plane's sixth flight that day, but a hidden defect from a prior repair lurked in its tail, unknown to the crew or passengers. At 6:04 p.m., the aircraft taxied to runway 15L, taking off at 6:12 p.m. for a 1-hour, 12-minute trip. Thunderstorms forced a route over the ocean. 12 minutes after takeoff, at 24,000 feet over Sagami Bay, a loud explosion rocked the jet. The tail section had torn apart, destroying the rudder and hydraulic lines. Cabin pressure vanished, oxygen masks dropped, and loose items were sucked toward a rear hole. Passengers' excitement turned to terror. The cockpit crew heard the blast, but initially thought it was a gear or engine issue. The loss of the rudder, which controls yaw, and hydraulic pressure, which moves ailerons, elevators, and flaps, left the plane nearly uncontrollable. It swung violently, beyond autopilot's reach. A ground observer photographed the missing rudder. The crew sent a distress signal on frequency 703, requesting to return to Tokyo. The tower approved a 90-degree turn, but when Sasaki attempted a 40-degree right turn, the plane overbanked, ignoring inputs. Fukuda reported zero hydraulic pressure, confirming the controls were dead. At 24,000 feet, hypoxia loomed due to low oxygen. Cabin crew urged mask use. With only engine controls left, Takahama adjusted thrust to manage roll. Left engines for right turns, right engines for left. To descend and restore cabin pressure, they manually lowered the landing gear, adding drag. By 6:45 p.m., over Otsuki, the plane dropped to 13,500 feet, improving conditions. But turning toward Tokyo with just engines was arduous. Too much thrust raised the nose, risking a stall. Too little speed threatened a crash. Entering Japan's mountains, precise turns were impossible. At 6:48 p.m., Takahama urged a right turn to avoid a peak, but engine-only control was crude. Alarms blared as the plane sank to 6,800 feet. At 6:54 p.m., Japan Air 123 crashed into a ridge, leaving 4 survivors seated mid-cabin on the left. Investigation traced the failure to a 1978 tail strike during landing. Boeing's repair team misinstalled a tail splice plate, which endured 12,500 pressurization cycles, surpassing its 11,000 cycle limit. It failed catastrophically. Simulator tests with 4 pilots who knew the issue and faced no danger all crashed sooner than the JAL 123 crew, who kept the plane aloft for 45 minutes through sheer skill.
Leave a beautiful like and subscribe for more amazing and interesting content.